All right, so I believe we are live. Let me just check. Just give me a second. All right, yes, there is no problem when it comes to audio that we were facing yesterday. Uh, Let me just quickly tell everyone that we are live because I mean it's almost 11 p.m. Not much of you watch the live, but you watch it afterwards. So obviously you guys can leave whatever you feel, however you feel. But if you have any questions or anything, even scrolling through so many names, I do miss certain names. So you can tell that. And how do I post a link? All right, join live now. Yep. All right, so we are good. Yes, we are good, I believe. Yep. Let me check, just checking my audio. We are good. Yes, we are good, I believe. Yeah, it's all good now. There is no error right now. I don't see any when it comes to audio. I don't know, there was something wrong yesterday, but yeah. I believe you might have seen my video by now, Learn Stock Market. So if you didn't, you must check it. I talked so many things about this. Now, this domain name, all right, generate AI. Let me just hit refresh. Yesterday, the bids were, I guess, a little, it was like 70, 90, 100, I guess, and it's now to 120. I believe this can get even more. It's 125, all right. So, as you can see, 10, 10, 10:08 a.m. $5. It's just going slowly and gradually. You see, when you see the term over here, auto. See, whenever anyone bids, the bidder number 10 over here has put, a thing which is called as auto bidding. So he has set an amount already that he is willing to pay for this domain name. If anyone outbids him, the bids will keep on increasing from $5. So this is an auto bid, and the bidder number one is also opted for the auto bid. I don't know, but he hasn't bid over. He or she hasn't bid over. But yeah, pretty it's pretty hot, I would say. 22 bids, 10 bidders. Okay, so there is still 3 days and 3 hours left. Let's see. I believe this would obviously go over its estimated value, but these types of domain names are good, but it has very broad spectrum. Generate AI. Now, generate AI what? Okay, generate AI videos, generate AI pics, generate AI scripts, generate AI voiceovers, voice scripts. There can be so many things, but this is quite a broad name. So, these things can backfire, but companies know, startups know how to, deal with these things. So this is what it is. Now let's just go to the drop domain names and check if we can find something. Let's see, the last 24 hours would work, I believe. Let's hit some no character, only English, okay, not anything else. I'm on the catch name. So the names that we are seeing last 7 days. All right, I'm good with what it is. Let's just see the most registered names. Sometimes we do find some good names too. So today, someone actually commented on one of my Instagram reel, telling me that when you can get a free domain name and a free hosting, why would you need to spend so much money on just a website? I mean, this is not just a website. To be very honest, this is not just a domain name. This has so many things to it. But you know, sometimes it's people do learn these things on a long run if they get into a business. Initially they would not, they would do all sorts of things, but they will miss this small little string that has so much meaning, that has so much value. Now consider yourself, as your business evolves, or maybe 1 year 2 year down the lane, you would want to do marketing and do so many things. Okay, then what, you would keep on switching and changing your domain names. That's going to be a problem. How many times can you rebrand a business? It all comes down to this. So the smart business owners, they know the value of a domain name, and I would suggest you guys to read about this and to educate yourself about this. You have all sorts of things. So this is domain.cooking. Bot.menu has been taken. Artificial intelligence.yokohama. Game.storage. Why is this hanging? Someone told me that why do you still have this in your cart? Why don't you buy it? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm too much thinking about it. Okay, so this is the reason. Game lost storage. Look at the price and look at the renewals. Okay, the retail, and this is, I mean, $538.98 a year. Now, do you think it is worth spending game dot storage? Obviously, game is a very good niche, and storage is also a very good niche. So, do you think together it combines and makes something? Okay, I'm getting Instagram texts. I don't know why do I get text on my Instagram that you cannot join my YouTube live, and when you join you cannot comment on them. That's actually a problem. I don't know. I really don't know as of now that did I really restrict anything? I don't think so. I mean, I do not really know. There is something wrong. I'm not playing a reel over here. It's just that I don't know. Whenever I refresh my page, the same video pops up. I don't know, but yeah, headphones, no headphones. I just use a basic mic. Had it for like 4 5 years. I mean, serving the purpose pretty good. So yeah, why do you have three phones? How do you know I have three phones? I only show you two, right? Yeah. So I will, make a shortest possible video on how to list a domain name for sale. That will be good. Hello, good evening. Please, I need your help for the sake of Almighty. Help me and buy my domain. I want to settle my hospital bills. Please help me. All right, the thing over here is I try to help as much as I can. Okay, it's not really about me buying your domain name. Okay, domain investors, when it comes to them, they are very smart with their investments. Okay, now consider this as a business. Okay, if you were a business owner, would you buy something that you don't want? Probably not. So if I would have a customer or a client related to that particular niche, I would definitely pitch that for you. But if I don't think there is uh, a need for that domain name. It doesn't make sense, then there is a problem, right? And obviously I've told you guys everything you can list on Namecheap, Afternick, Godaddy and Afternick. These two, I mean, they both are combined, but Afternick and Godaddy, they both generate the most amount of sales ever. So for the best exposure for your domain names to gain that traction and gain that people's attention is through Afternic. Although you gotta pay a little more commission than the usual brokers that will charge, but it will help you, to actually show your domains to the most possible people. So think of it like this. So this is pretty much it. I'll probably make a little video on this. I don't know why, but so when I just start to make videos on domain names, I just get so much excited that I don't really think about, it starts with selecting only 4 to 5 domain names just to make some videos itsy bitsy here and there. But then I don't know why it exceeds to 5, 10, 20, 30 videos. I was like crazy. Yesterday, I got so many names that are shortlisted and I literally started making a video. The video came out to be like 1.5 hour long. So, that's a problem. I mean, sometimes, I realize that the amount of times I'm uploading, I mean, it's not getting to you. So even that's a problem. But this is the reason why I came live, because I mean, for me, I literally fill up my all these social media platforms with domain names and talking so much about them. I've literally, you would not believe, I've made around 800 videos on my Instagram and on my YouTube. Literally 800 videos. So you know the drill, right? You know how much crazily I'm obsessed with these types of names. Realestate.cat. It's been registered. Let's see what it's doing. This is the thing, right? Let's go to Namecheap. I personally don't use Namecheap. I used to, but I'm not much of a Namecheap user. But yes, I do have certain domain names on Namecheap platform, unsupported. Didn't I see? Let's just go to Spaceship. Spaceship is also a good platform. The chat support and the interface is really good. Upgrade your browser. I remember that. I remember that. I do have a lot of browsers, but it's just that I don't wanna, get into my Chrome, and because I have like, here you can see there are like 10, 15 windows over here, tabs over here, and on that Chrome, trust me, there is more than 40. So let's just cut this short and copy this and paste it, and let's see, does it even have a ladder or not. It's 111. You gotta make a wish now. Oh, no, 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 no. Why is my live lagging? Safari cannot find the server. So I don't know. Let's just add this to some fun videos on domains. Vega movies dot living cannabis. See, when Chat GPT came, everything was GPT, GPT, GPT. And you see so many GPT. Oh my god. GPT.industries, GPT.limited, GPT.guide, .show, .limo, .wtf, .wine. I like the domain extension .wine. I mean, not much people are familiar and would be interested in investing in such names, but the .wine, it's a whole different industry, a luxurious industry, I would call, and it has potential. It has potential. I kind of love this extension, although the renewals are quite pricey, but not as much. It's a wine. The wine has to be pricey, around 40, $45. Dot coffee, GPT dot deals, GPT Kim, GPT, okay, jobs dot Irish, real dot guide. Even this has been registered. Let's just take a little sneak peek. Keratin shampoos, remember we were talking about this yesterday? Ooh, $30,000 for this name. You see, it is also showing traffic. Now, this is how the person, the owner of this domain name is very smart. Okay, has a good, what do you call that? Description of this domain name. Domain real.guide, ultra premium domain with cheap to low figure renewals. All right. See, now a lot of registrars and domain selling platforms have already given you what you call creating your own AI description. So what people are doing is people are simply just using the AI to generate those descriptions. But look at this, the person has put up everything so nicely. I kind of like this. Why? Because look at this, he or she has also mentioned the registrar over here. Don't click, contact them or not. You don't need to, and they don't really want to help you. They want to manipulate you. Okay, what is this? So they would get 100% commission in the long run, they hope. Click buy now for fast and honest business. Oh my, I did not see this. Don't best registered or not, but don't click contact or not. You don't need to, and they don't really want to help you. They want to manipulate you. How would a registrar manipulate you? So they would get 100% commission. How is this even possible? What I know is Danadot charges anywhere between 10 to 15% of any domain names that you sell. Click buy now for fast and honest business. So things happen. I did come across some of these things where people have clicked on my domain name and they wanted further assistance. So what they did is what they clicked on the chat support and help with the domain. And what actually happened was the domain name that was actually going for like six figures, uh, nearly got around, I would say, three figure offer. So it started with three, it started with six figures, when the negotiations were started by the broker. And I don't know how the negotiation was going because I was not being updated. So that actually happened, and the entire negotiation took like 10 days. And later on, the buyer made a really low ball offer of three figures. So I had to decline that. But certain registrars, they won't let you talk to the business owner, to the owner, I mean, who just wants to buy your name. So it's like they are the middlemen over here, they are the broker. So this too gets sometimes a lot messy. So that is why maybe the person or the owner of this domain name might have had the same feeling. I can totally understand and I can totally relate to that. But there is this thing, it's the person has set up a strict buy now price. Now what if my budget isn't, let's say, $30,000 for this name? Then what do I do? I should have at least some to make an offer. Let's say the person has put up a buy now price of this. There should be a room for negotiation. But like not making it like sound very unusual, like putting a make offer price of $100. Something that is, I would say, if you're expecting $30,000, how about start with $20,000 as a make offer? You can negotiate. And because these types of names sometimes take a lot of negotiations. But apart from that, setting up a buy now price is actually more better, because the client would not fish around and check other platforms where he can find the best possible deal. The person would know that, okay, if I have to buy this, there is no other way than just click on buy now. So sometimes these buy now domain names do get lots of sales instead of those make offer ones. But with this .guide domain extension, these types of domain extensions are, I would say, not really much well known. So there can be things, but if you see over here, similar domains taken, real hyphen guide, and he's also the person has also mentioned so many things, which is very good. Following are listed with the price range 1450 to 5000 range, and of course, real guide is better than all of the domain mentioned above. That's pretty nice. And on top of it, you can see over here is the traffic stats of this domain name. This is actually pretty nice, pretty, I would say a very nice lander. So you should learn from these things, okay? You don't need to educate, or, I mean, not educate, you need to educate yourself. You don't really need to buy these types of domain courses. You can learn so much of these things. Really, it's all there. You see, the person has put up such a good, description apart from, writing this. I don't know. I mean, I would not write this, but I can certainly and totally understand what the person might be going through. There are a lot of domain names that miss out on sales just because of brokers, trying to negotiate and get to a better price. So that's a problem. If I'm the owner of a domain name, I should have complete authority of accepting or declining or negotiating. But again, not every person is a good negotiator. This is why brokers come into play. So you got to understand, you flip a coin, it has to be heads or tails. It's not going to land in between. But when it does, it does. What the example that I really gave. But all right. Robo.fitness, Luna, Rainbow.melbourne, Level Up, Stake. I guess Stake.auto. Stake is a platform, right? Gambling. Well, look at this now. OF.shop. Private.camera. What do you think about this? Secret cameras? Private cameras? No, secret cameras, right? I do have certain names with the keyword yacht. Let's see if we can find some name that ends with AI, because it is AI, right? It is AI that we wanted to check, but I check every extension to, we are not restricted to only .coms. Just give me a moment. Did I just close one of my? Am I audible? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I don't know. It scares the sheesh sometimes because I don't want these lives to just go away with no audios obviously. AI vision. Oh, someone took it. I remember, I was talking about this, I guess, 2 days ago. Let's see what it is doing here. RAKHAI. Make offer, lease to own, everything is there. I don't know, does this really mean something, RAKH? Tell me if you find it out. Alt meters. Yeah, we were talking about. We saw these names yesterday. So these names, there is nothing new. There are some names there. No. Hotel deals Dubai. Registered. Not finding anything good when it comes to AI. I mean, when you are on this platform, you already know that there will be a lot of scrap material. Compressed dot pictures. I did upload a video, and the video is getting good amount of response. People are actually watching it, so that's great. So this was for yesterday's, and today the domain names will be dropping in, I guess, 10-15 minutes. Till then we don't have anything new, so what we can do is Godaddy auction with bids. Let's go to Cedo. I don't know, I've never checked. I didn't check Cedo for a long time. Let's no, 7 days should work. How? Let's just pick two words. Not much, not much. Ooh, look at this. SOT.com. It's been long time since I saw a good three character name. SOT.com. Wow, very difficult to find such names. So I believe there are five bids on this, 25,500. 5 days left. This is going to be crazy. We must see this. And for the ones who don't know, I'm not going to disclose that, the names obviously, but I do have three character domain names. Okay, I registered them a while back when I was, in my good old school days, I would say. But that's something else. SOT.com. Look at this. My offer should be 26,500. Oh, very nice. Bidding history 5 bids, time remaining. Not bad, not bad. I believe the price should go. Reserve price range 24.99 to almost $50,000. 5 days left on this. I believe this is going to be great. This domain name should get a good amount of money, good amount, because it is very rare to find such names. And if the person gets it under $30,000, that's going to be quite a good deal for the owner of this domain name, the future owner of this domain name. I would say anywhere between 40 to 50,000. That should be a very reasonable price for SOT. It is also a short form of something, right? SOT. If you see over here, 157 domain extensions being registered with this keyword SOT. Now this makes it so much more valuable. Now imagine having SOT.co.org, XYZ, IOAI, and you see SOT.com. Instant authority. Instant authority. Such an old name. You see, such an old name. Well, I'm blessed to see such names. The reason I'm shortlisting it, probably make a video on this. I like this name, and even you people too, you're really curious to know about such names, you're very much into it, so why not? Let's hit the expiring ones and see. Let's just go to the maximum bid. Okay, so not much here. Geminigames.com, 79 euros. The rest is, let me just see if we can find something for us. I'm gonna hit, okay, flips.info. I'm not going to apply filters here for a .com because the domain names are very less. App.credit card. Someone literally bought the entire, app keyword with the entire domain extensions left. You see, so many, so many. App dot app dot support. So the person is asking $1,000 straight for every domain name. Domain dot phishing. I like this domain dot phishing. So many apps, okay, and everything I believe 1000. Exactly, it's the same person, it's the same person. Imagine, the amount of money spent on this. And book.insure, book.surgery, great. Book.productions might, work if you're talking about so many domain extensions. Book.fish, book.credit card. Yes, you can book credit cards, right? Book.surgery, book education, book management, domains.cafe. Wow. Nah, I cannot find code. Did we see the expiring domains there? This is crazy. Look at this. AIbots.com. Look at the price. $480,000 for this. Do you think it's worth? AIbots.com. The domain name is definitely a good name. Definitely a good name, but now these price tags are very subjective. I mean, AI bots is a thing. We need bots. Okay, we need AI bots. But yeah, ecovillage.com. Whoa! Oh, look at the price again. I got a lot of topics here. Eco village. Now there are a lot of companies that are building eco village. They are building housing complexes, and they're naming it as their name slash eco village. So I mean, giving people a place in that eco village, it is actually a great business model when it comes to today's world. People want that eco village kind of vibe, so they are just it's a great marketing gimmick for today's world, because we are lacking in these things. So the companies are using, and the construction companies, these companies, they have a good budget. I remember I saw this domain name someday, Easy Clean. I don't know, maybe it got sold, maybe it was listed for a sale, but I did not see this price. It wasn't this price back then. I can be wrong, but yeah, just sharing what is this. Linkai.com, $500,000. Wow. Hairstudio.com, Social Market, The Beehive. Whoa. Tech Consult. Thebarber.com, $75,000. Explore AI, Mac AI. We did check Discovery AI. Remember yesterday itself? Yes, it was yesterday itself. Discovery AI. Now this is discoverai.com. It was, I guess, AI Discovery or Discovery AI. I guess both were there on the expired names yesterday itself. Joinai.com. Stay easy blog. Now there is, I mean, I guess that trend passed, but couple of weeks back, a lot of not dot block keywords were selling. It was just trending. So Meta found you money beyond cloud, not human. More man, air green, local tour, $20,000. Lookai.com. The pricing is very outrageous here. Look at this. I don't know what to say. Look AI. I don't think so. But you never know. Selldomain.com. This is a nice name. Selldomain.com. Pricing is something that is very much subjective. I've seen certain domain names that did not hold much value to me, but it got sold for hundreds and thousands of dollars, so, and even $100,000. So it's about the right business, the right person at the right time. You get things done. And I've also seen very nice domain names selling at a very low ball prices. So this is what it is. So if you hold certain domain names, you gotta hold that for a long time in order to get the most out of it. But if it is a name that is trending, I would rather recommend you to just sell it and move ahead. Buy something that is evergreen. Premiumbet.com. Now a great name for online casinos, gambling and all. Premium Bet. Amaranthus. It's a plant, right? I don't know. I guess it's a plant. I also saw some name like that was calancoiplants.com. I liked it. Tick AI. Now, if I'm not wrong, I saw Tickle AI 3 4 days ago. It was Tickle AI. Yes, someone registered it. It was expired. And when I checked, Tickle AI, it was showing so many things on Google. So Tick AI, I don't know. It's Tick. It's not Tickle, but so I guess we must continue this tomorrow, and we will be back with Cedo only. I like these names. Okay, I shortlisted so many. So the ones I've shortlisted, I will make a short video on this. And I have so many. Okay, over here, these many tabs are still left. Some of them are left. So AI Sun was a price $100,000. Hmm. Remember when we talked about AI Watermelon? There is a platform named as watermelon.ai. So, these types of things, these companies sometimes they try to when they do good, what they do is they just try to acquire as many as popular domain extensions as they can. .com being the mainstream, these things are the way it is. So this is pretty much it. We will be back with this same pseudo tomorrow. So I hope you have a good one. I hope you do pretty good.